Time to talk about issues affecting you this morning, and we have Simply Money's Nathan Bachrach, the man, the myth, the legend, breaking down some important information and answering also your questions. The first of which, I have this question. I thought it's really interesting. I'm in the market for a new car. Should I go with the dealer's financing or something else? What do you suggest?
A lot of people think about it. They get this bright idea. They say, well, I'll use my home equity line of credit on my house, otherwise called a HELOC, because that interest is deductible on my taxes versus you get a loan from the car dealer or a credit union or a bank. That interest is not deductible. Great idea, except then all of a sudden you've got your house and your car loan all mingled together. Something happens, you don't pay the loan back on the car, you've got a lien against your house, or maybe worse. Here's my suggestion. First, go get qualified for a loan. Get the best rate you can from a credit union or a bank. Then show up with a dealer's lot. Then if they got a better deal, wonderful. But quite often, those great deals that are available that you see advertised, there you are. If you have an 850 credit score, many of us don't, you don't get those deals. Then you wind up with something right there at the point of sale. Shop around first.
And kind of off the topic, but a lot of times those auto dealers get points for bringing you in and then giving you that financing, right?
Yeah, but often I know I called up my credit union, Emory, and all of a sudden they said, well, we give you a first-timer rate and this and that. All of a sudden I was substantially lower. I said, thank you very much. The only problem is you got to wait another half a day to get your car while they do the paperwork.
That's all right.
That's all right.
I like this one. I don't have any debt and have 6 months of emergency savings, but with interest rates so low, I'm thinking about investing some of that money in stocks. What would you recommend? I love that.
I got three answers. No, no, and no. Emergency funds are supposed to be just that, emergency funds. You put it away, you keep your hands off it. If tomorrow you lose your job, you're going to need that emergency money. And I guarantee if you put it in the stock market, the day you need it was the last day that the market was up for about 6 months. All of a sudden, you don't have as much as you need. It's tempting, I understand. Think of an investment in the stock market like a certificate of deposit, 3 to 5 years before you can get your hands on it. That's the only way I would think about taking that money out of the emergency fund and putting it into the stock market.
Do you suggest maybe a CD, a short-term CD or something, depending on the rate?
You know, we have a technical term. They all stink.
Yeah,
so
right now they do.
Hey, don't go looking for trouble. It'll find you soon enough.
Absolutely. Tip of the week. I love this. Organize a neighborhood clothing swap. I think that is something I hadn't thought about, but it's genius.
Well, I've had a private clothing swap going for years. I got a friend of mine who's got twins, and so two other families, my son Micah and his best friend Jacob, they're about the same size. They keep getting stuff because the twins are a couple of years older. But yeah, we've talked about this with athletic equipment, where you know somebody's outgrown a bat, so you get the whole neighborhood together. You would be amazed. Somebody last year had something stylish. Then you know it. They came home from camp. They had a growth spurt. You say, hey, what happened to them? Trade clothes. You'll never have to leave the neighborhood.
By the way, your suits are about the same size as mine.
Yeah, okay, well, you keep hoping for that.
Thank you so much. So much more of Nathan's. All of your good advice can be on 55 KRC, and it's 6 to 7, right?
Every night.
Every night. Great stuff.